Hi everybody, Susie here, just another beauty guru on YouTube. Yeah, because Lord knows we need more of those, like we need another hole in our head. But I can't, for the life of me, stop loving makeup. So here I am with more beauty stuff to do. And I started this video once. I'm going to start it again. I've just been going through my palettes trying to figure out what color story I'm going to do. And as I was saying earlier before my phone got interrupted, I am going to do a copy of what a fellow YouTuber, Smiley Shanny, did. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm not using the same palettes, and I've already got my primer on, so yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use two palettes today. I'm going to use my Glamlight X Garfield, and here's what I'm going with. So if you've got a maroon color, go with a dark maroon right here, right? That's the color I'm using out of this palette. I'm going with my Cosmic Brushes 'Tis the Season palette. I'm really having fun looking for different colors and stories to do. And so for my my crease, my transition shade, I'm going to go in with Cookies right here. And then for all over, I'm going to go right here to Twilight. And it is a really pretty look. And yeah, I saw Smiley Shanny do this look, and I just fell in love with it. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, got me a good brush here. Going in with Cookies, and here we go. So how is everybody? What's going on? Everything going good? We got our kitty back. He was at the vet for about a week. 8 days, actually, so longer than a week. He's just a little old man who's having trouble, and he's got some tummy issues, so they had him on antibiotics, and the first set of antibiotics didn't work, so they did a second. Mind you, he is 20 years old, so we are paying close attention to him. Well, now they sent him home with 2 antibiotics, plus he has to take thyroid medicine because he's got hypothyroidism, and that was wasting him away. He got really thin, and we couldn't figure out what was going on, so they tested him at the vet, and so now he's on thyroid medicine. But when we've been giving him the 3 pills, the 2 antibiotics and the thyroid medicine, he gets a little sick to his stomach and throws part of it up. So my husband's going to call the vet today and see about which antibiotic they think he needs the most. And I'm thinking if we just give him 1 antibiotic and the thyroid medicine, it should be fine. My husband was worried it was the thyroid medicine that was making him sick, but he wasn't sick with it before, and we've been pilling him with that for about 2 months now. So that's going good, but poor little guy's having some serious tummy issues. And yeah, we're just trying to take care of him the best we can and give him lots of love-ins because, like I said, he is 20 years old. He's my husband's therapy cat. My husband got him right after he lost his vision the first time, and that's going on 20 years now. So the kitty is a little tuxedo cat. His name is Lucky, and we're just keeping an eye on him and taking care of him. My other fur babies are doing well. How are your fur babies? Are they doing well? I've got Jack, the cat who likes to escape, and he knows that my husband can't see him. He knows because he waits till my husband is at the door by himself. And so what my husband does is call the cat to him, picks him up, and then opens the door so the cat can't get out. But the other night he said, well, I'm going to, before he came upstairs, because I was going upstairs and Sheldon was outside, the dog, and he said, I'm going to let Sheldon in, then I'll come right up. And I said, okay. And he let Sheldon in, and Sheldon came upstairs onto the bed with us for a little while, and we read a book, the series that we've been reading. It's the ACOTAR series, the Court of Thorn and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. Oh my God, that series is amazing. We're on the 5th book. It's the last book of the series, and we just absolutely love it. And I am reading it out loud so that he can be a part of, and it's something we get to do together. I like that because else it's me watching TV, and I have no interest in watching anything with him if he can't see it too. It's no fair. And then I have to keep pausing the TV to tell him what's happening. And I'm a terrible seeing eye dog. Terrible. You know, I still run him into things and I tell him things like, oh, it's right there. Yeah, I did that. All right, I'm finally opening up my new NYX glitter glue. So what is this? Today is the 21st of July, and I bought this on the 14th of November last. So that's how long it lasted. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 8 months this little sucker lasts. And when I say 8 months, I mean on the daily I use this. Y'all know I put my makeup on the daily, especially if those of you that know me in person know that I'm always wearing makeup. You see how pretty those two colors look together? They blended so awesome and fast. It took me 2.2 to get it done. Wow. Okay, so we're going in with a little bit of glitter glue here because it keeps the glitter from sticking to my lid because I have hooded lids. And it keeps it from bunching up in the center in my crease. Because you see how my eyes go up and you can't see my lid? It keeps the glitter on here all day and it doesn't move. So it's like if you have that problem where you put makeup on and it doesn't last all day because you have hooded lids too, try the primer and the glitter glue. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. This makeup, it'll last me from 4 in the morning to 6 at night. I'm not even making that up. And I put it through the ringer. The ringer, I tell you, the ringer. Because, as y'all know, I'm a cook. And I do cook things for a living. All right, let's go in with this beautiful candlelight shimmer. Isn't that pretty? Oh my God, I just love this look. Thank you, Smiley Shani. And that's the look. It's pretty, isn't it? But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, he let the dog in the other night, and I put the dog to bed after we were done reading that book. We weren't finished with the book, but we were done for the night. We have to keep stopping because we have to do things like go to bed and work, you know, and we can't just read that book straight through. We got things to do, you know. Work sucks. So, yeah, the next morning I get up, do my makeup, and old Jack ain't messing with me, and he messes with me all the time. Like he jumps in my spot as soon as I get out of bed. He's meowing at me like crazy. You've heard him meow. And he's demanding attention. And he hadn't been demanding attention that day. And I was like, something tells me the little shit got out, right? By the way, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this content and you like my videos. I really appreciate it. You know, one of the positive things about my videos is I am not monetized, meaning you're not going to get interrupted with a commercial. It's all me the whole time. Isn't that something? No monetization here. No way, man. I don't know how long that's going to take, but let me look. Yeah, that looks great. I love it. Love it. I got my little mirror here. That's what I keep looking down for. But yeah, so I get downstairs and there's no Jack in sight. And I'm like, yeah, the little shit got out. I open the door and I hear this long meow. And I'm like, don't you yell at me. It was raining. He was soaking wet. I'm like, self-inflicted wounds are the worst. You did it to yourself, buddy. I told you not to go out there. And yes, I argue with my kitty on the reg. On the reg, because he yells at me, and I let him have it. I tell him right back, you did it to yourself, you ding-dong. Wasn't my fault that you went out. It's your fault. You waited till Daddy was there, and you snuck out when he couldn't see you. That's what he did. That's what he does. But he always comes back the next morning. But it terrifies my husband to know that the cat is out. Thank God he didn't know, because he probably wouldn't have got any sleep and would have tried to go looking for him in the dark when he can't see anyways. And I am not going to go down alleyways looking for a cat in the middle of the night. I know I live in Podunk, Kansas, but I have PTS, and there are monsters in the dark, and I am not going out there. No, 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 no. That little sucker's out there. He's staying out for the night. That being said, he was out all night. As you can see, I'm double priming today. I'm going in with the Soft Blur Face Primer from Ulta Beauty. I'm digging it. It's very good. And I started off with the Milani Conceal and Perfect. It works just fine down my T-zone. It's not giving me the peeling like it did before. And yeah, so that's what we're going in with. This will keep your foundation on all day. It will not come off in spots. It will not break up. It will keep your foundation on all day. And I'm talking in the steam, in the heat, in the cold, because I go into a freezer that's 30 below. I go into a fridge that's 35 degrees. I'm on front of the grill that's 350 to 400 degrees. I have hot water steaming in my face at 180 degrees. And my makeup stays good all day long. So if you are looking for longevity like this, then you come to the right place. I'm here to show you how to make it work and how to make it last. This works. This is how it lasts. And I love this NYX glitter glue. I know there's another one that Teresa is Dead talked about, but she talked about it so fast I missed the brand name. And then my Milani Stay Put eyeshadow primer. That's another good one. Both of these are like $6 each. They're like $6, $7 on Amazon, or you can find them in the grocery store, and they work. They are definitely worth every penny. Now, I've got today my Revlon Color Stay Long Wear 24-hour makeup. I use the combination to oily skin. This is a holy grail. The other one that I like to use that I just tried out is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Impeccable foundation. This is just as good. This one is $46. So wherever you want to spend your money, this one is $46, and it's worth it. It works. This one is $12, and it's totally worth it. It works. There's a lot of foundations I've tried. The e.l.f. Soft Glam. This works pretty good, but it only lasts about 6 hours before it starts to break up on your face, and it doesn't look good anymore. 6 hours. That's a good long wear time for most people, and it would probably last longer if you're not in an environment that changes temperatures. So like if you're in an office setting, this will probably last all day, and then you've got time to touch up and do some powdering. I think it would be fine, but I don't have time to touch up or do powdering at work. So for that reason, I don't use that one. This one I got was the lighter color. I tried 2 of them, and this was the lighter one. Sometimes I use it for my my concealer because it's bright and it's a bright under eye. And it'll last as a concealer because, I don't know, there's just less space for it to move around. That being said, I think I'm going to go in with my Revlon Color Stay today. And I'm going to apply it with a brush. This is a full coverage foundation. Works great. They also have a dry skin one available for the dry skin girlies out there. I am oily combination, and I love, love, love covering up all my dark spots, all my age spots, my scars from, see, like there's a scar there, my hyperpigmentation from just getting older, you know. Hold while I finish this. Okay, I've got most of my face covered. I'm gonna go in with my little wet sponge here, and I'm gonna get rid of any brush marks. So this weekend, I have a lot of busy plans. My husband is going out of town to a convention. It's a man trip, so him and a bunch of his male friends are going, and he's extremely nervous because he's not gone anywhere without me since he lost all of his vision. So this is going to be an ultimate test of faith, knowing that everything's going to be okay, that he's not going to be left alone anywhere, that he's not going to get lost or lose anybody, you know, because it's scary not having any vision. And when we last went to the doctor to check his eyes, they said there was nothing more they could do for him. They tried the laser because he had a membrane grow over his lens. And 2 weeks before, or the week before, the doctor had gave him a shot in the eye because he was hemorrhaging and said that there was blood in his eye, but he couldn't see it without an ultrasound machine because the lens was over his face. So he gave him the shot in the eye to stop the bleeding. And we came back the next week, and he was doing the laser surgery to remove the membrane over his eye. And he did that for just a couple of minutes until he said, every time I make a hole in the membrane, it fills with blood. There's nothing more I can do for you. And it was very devastating. He does have an appointment with a specialist out of KU coming up in August, and we're going to, you know, it's a Hail Mary try, but we're going to try and see if there's anything this doctor can do because he's got different equipment from the doctor we went to. So I'll just cross my fingers and wait and see what they say. But that being said, I'm kind of excited because I've got part of his birthday present already. His birthday is also in August. It's actually on the 27th, but that is the day before my grandson's big surgery that he's having. So I'm going to celebrate it on the 17th, which is my husband's actual clean date when he got clean from drugs and alcohol. He'll be 20 years clean on that day. And I'm going to try to get some friends to come over and his parents and, you know, just have a little get together and show him his gift. And what I'm going to give him is a man cave. Now we have a garage, and half of the garage was converted into a bedroom, but nobody lives out there, and it's full of boxes and totes and things. But it has a I'm almost out of my concealer. Oh no, I need to get some more. It has a window unit in it to keep it cool, and it has shelves in there. And I'm going to set up a punching bag, and I'm going to try to find a weight bench. Any of you got a weight bench you want to get rid of, leave me a note. Those of you that are in Kansas anyway. But I'm going to clean out that whole side of the garage, and I've got the bug guy on standby to come this weekend and spray it out for any spiders and insects and things, because it is a garage after all. And then I'm going to set up his punching bag. I'm going to set up a weight bench, and then I want to get some adjustable weights. They work like magic, where you can dial it and it'll be heavier or lighter depending on how you dial it. And so he doesn't have to physically take the weights on and off and lose them because he can't see them. And then, yeah, so I'm going to set him up with that and get him some some boxer's tape for his hands and some gloves, because he used to be a mixed martial artist 25, 30 years ago, and he was very good at it. And so he knows how to hit a punching bag. He knows how to lift weights. He knows how to do that stuff. What I'm hoping is that this will give him something to do other than listening to a book while he is home alone while I'm at work, because I work every other weekend normally. Well, I just had to work the last 2 weekends in a row that he had off, and now that he's leaving, I've got the weekend off, and he's like, I should stay home, and I'm like, no, really, you shouldn't. I know that sounds terrible, but I've got so much to do, and I don't want him doing it or knowing what's going to happen. It's a big surprise for him. So I'm really excited. I hope he likes it. I hope. It gives me hope. It puts a smile on my face to, he's so special. He's so amazing. He's still working, helping people. And I just love him to death. He helps people in the worst moments of their lives, trying to get clean. And he's a drug and alcohol counselor, and he does a very good job at it. And he helps a lot of people. And I just want to give him a little back, That way, when I'm at work, he can get up in the mornings and he can go out there, and if he wants to punch the bag, he can punch the bag, He doesn't have to just sit there. And I'll set up a little CD player for him that I got him that he hasn't played yet. And he can play CDs, or he can, whatever, listen to a book if he wants to while he's working out. It doesn't matter, but at least he won't just be sitting on the couch wondering, what am I going to do with my day? And if he exercises, exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins make people naturally happy. So he'll be more happier. That is my goal. Oh, this is looking really good. What do you guys think? Does it look good so far? I love it. It's so pretty. Thank you, Smiley Shani. And like I said, if I can figure out if it's an @ or a hashtag for YouTube, when I load the video, I will put her YouTube channel down below in the description box. She is such a sweet gal, and she's got way more followers than I do, and I love listening to her stories while she's getting ready. I know, I've heard a lot of people talk about how the day that people don't want to watch makeup artists put makeup on anymore. They want the scandal. They want the gossip. They're interested in that type of thing. And I'm interested in makeup. And I know I'm really late to the game, just trying this now, but I'm still interested in makeup. And this is how I'm going to start with my makeup journey, is with YouTube, because I just fell in love with watching YouTube. Actually, it started with Bailey Sarian. She was the first YouTube person I subscribed to. And when I subscribed to her, she had like 100,000 followers, and I thought that was amazing. But watching her do makeup, she is so good. But she was so funny, because she was like, do you like it when I take the product and I show you the product like this? And she's like, do you want me to show you what I'm using every time, or do you want me to just list it down below? I mean, it's good. You don't have to buy it, which is something a lot of the influencers I notice, they're pushing product on you. And that's how they make their coin, and that's great and all. But you want someone that's honest. You want someone that's using the product because they actually like it, not because they're getting paid to like it. And that's what I liked about her honesty. And then one day she talked about the Chris Watts case, and the rest is history. She asked her viewers if they wouldn't mind her doing a Get Ready With Me, talking about the Chris Watts case, which was eating her alive. And now she does it every other Monday, and she is amazing. Amazing. And I'm not the only one who thinks so, because she's got like 8 million followers now. and that she just blew up. It was so cute, and I was so happy for her because she didn't know what she was going to do. She was like where I'm at now. She's like, I don't know, because I can't find my niche in this community to get people, because she wasn't just grabbing a product and saying, use this product. You can't live without it. It's the best product. It's a game changer. Because she's not a salesman. She is Bailey. And you know what? She found her niche. And I know eventually I'll find mine. But for now, I love makeup. And this is what I want to do, is play with product. And I love the indie brands, y'all. Independently owned brands like Cosmic Brushes is out of the UK. This palette, I'll say it again. This palette with 2 lipsticks, 2 cream blushes at the rock bottom price of $35. Now, I use these a lot and they last all day and they're beautiful. And they have other palettes and everything else. Go to their website, try it out. You know, I got notification right away that my order had been placed. I got notification right away that it was ready for transit. I got notification right away that it was in transit, that it made it to the United States, that it was getting ready to be delivered to my house. It took a week and I had the product. I know that a lot of people are scared of ordering from outside the country, and I know tariffs are you know, but it was $8 shipping and $35, and it was totally worth it. This one, Wicked Widow Beauty, American Psycho. This one, Wicked Widow, is out of South Carolina, so it's in the States. And this palette was $70. Quality, amazing. Look at those colors. Look at that. See that blue? That's how it translates on the lid. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that shimmer. Look at that shine. Oh my gosh. You don't get that kind of color from Natasha Denona. You don't get that from e.l.f. You get that from the independent brands. And they say that I hear a lot of people saying that palettes are out and that single shadow sticks are in. That's good for you, but I like my colors and I love my palettes. I love them. Glamlight is another one out of the US and super affordable. I got the Willy Wonka palette here. Check this out. Look at those colors. Look at that. You've got 2 gorgeous color stories. You've got the purple side and you've got the neutral side. Look how pretty that is. Those colors come off gorgeous. And it's Glamlight quality. It works beautifully. I've got, of course, as you've seen today, my Garfield palette, also from Glamlight. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And yes, I'm hitting pan on some of these already, but that's because I use them on the daily. I use them every day, and I put a lot of color on my face. Not everybody does that, and that's fine. If you just want to get yourself a simple palette that'll give you some color every once in a while, that's fine too. I just love makeup, and I put it on every single day. And I think I need to come back to this Garfield palette so that I can do my under eye. Oh, you know what I need to do first? Let's do my brows. Now for the brows, I took a break from the e.l.f. Precision Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And right now I am using LA Colors Browy Wowie. The application is a little bit harder to put on, but it lasts just fine. And the Browy Wowie is only $3. So I'm wondering if it's just because the color's a little bit light for me that I'm having trouble with the application, because I keep trying to get it darker. So maybe this color is too light and I need a darker color. I'll try that, because $3, girl, for your brows to be done for $3, because I don't laminate, I don't put pomade in, I mean, look, I have no brows. They're very sparse. And I haven't plucked or anything on my brows in years because of how there's nothing, you know, practically here. There's practically nothing there. And I can't get them even because I have a scar right here on my eye because I was with an abusive bastard who bit my eye some 30 years ago. And so there's a scar here, so I can never get them even. But they can almost be cousins. So hold while I do my brows real quick. Okay, how do they look? They're almost cousins. Back and my brows are on. Yay, I've got brows. Look at that. And that's just with the Browie Wowie, the $3 pencil. Stays on all day beautifully. Doesn't move. Yeah, that's all I do for my brows. All right, my eye is starting to water. Let me get a Q-tip and get that. I'm not sure why it's trying to ruin my makeup day. Why it would do that to me, I don't know. I'm trying to look beautiful and it's trying to ruin me. Ruin me! Let's not go there. Okay, now I need the little brush for my under eyes. And I need the Garfield palette. That's where we were. That's right. And I'm going into Mondays again. And I'm just going to bring it under my line there. Nice. So yeah, so my weekend's going to be filled with a lot of good stuff. And I'm going to try to get a video in early in the morning when I get ready, since nobody will be here. And it'll be before I start working on the garage. Because yes, I will put makeup on in full beat and I'm working in the garage. Yeah, that's all I'm doing is working in the garage, but I'm still going to do a full beat. Why? Because I like it. I like it. It's just going to be me here. Nobody to impress. I can't even impress my husband anymore. He's blind. He can't see this. I do this for me because I like it. And it's fun. I love the whole process of putting makeup on. I just do. It is so fun. Going in with my Essence Stay and Play gel liner. She needs a quick sharpen. Let's sharpen her up. All right, good deal. Get that in my waterline. I love to tight line my waterline with the black eyeliner mascara. I don't feel complete without it. I've been doing this since I was like 12 years old, y'all. Back when we used to have to take the little red Revlon eyeliner and light it with the lighter so it would go on blacker. That's what I used to do back in the 80s. And now we have it and it lasts all day. It doesn't bleed down your face. You don't have to reapply it. It's wonderful. I love it. Oh, let's get some blush on. I've already powdered, so I need a powder blush. Which powder? Which powder? I've got this Violet Voss Whispering Rose that was gifted to me by a coworker. I think I'll go with that. So yeah, I'm doing good. Hope everyone out there is doing good. I'm excited about this weekend. Oh, that's pretty. That looks so pretty. Now if I just leave it alone, she goes in with more. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Just a hint more. Nice. Violet Voss is really good, and you find her in Sephora. That's where I found her I Love You Cherry Much palette. And it was only 40 bucks. And I mean, I got that 4 years ago. And she is very, very loved. And I don't know much else about the brand, but the blushes work great. The eyeshadows work great. I don't know if what other stuff she has, but that's what I've got. Are blushes and eyeshadows from her. That looks so good. I love it. Yes. I love it. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Let's go in with lips, shall we? Here we go. I'm going to use the Revlon Color Stay Multi-Liner. If I can read the color. I think it's called Dynamic Doer. It's this one here. It's got a brush on one end and the tip on the other. It's a light mauve color. It's mauve, not mauve. I'm not going to answer the phone because my recording will be stopped, but I will call him back. It's my husband. I want it just a hair darker than it is, and I can't seem to get the right color and so I have so many of these lip liners that are the wrong color for my skin tone. And I just think, what a waste of money when I'm not using it. So I decided I'm going to use it. Because I hate throwing away money. That's why I hate trying to buy the makeup sometimes. Especially the liners, because I don't know what liner's gonna, I mean, like if you see the outside and then the inside, they don't translate to that color on my lips. Maybe it does translate and it's just not a good color on my skin tone. I don't know. But it is a good liner. It's just not my color that I like. Now I'm going to go in, and I got the Ulti Matte from CoverGirl, Outlast Ulti Matte. This is a liquid lipstick. I prefer traditional bullets. And this is in Tickled Pink, number 170, Tickled Pink. Okay. Don't get me wrong, this is a good product, but it's in a tube and you're not going to get all the product out of here no matter how hard you try. Whereas if it was a traditional bullet, you'd get plenty of product until the bullet was down to nothing, because I've done that so many times. That being said, this does dry down to a nice matte finish. And it does have a long stay time. Now I'm going to let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to go in to 3 parts. Yep, I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss, and this one is the cute little pink shade. See if I can read this. I think it says Blush Creme Brulee. But see how tiny this is? All the product you get for $10. That drives me bonkers. You know me, I'm always looking for a good deal. I mean, yeah, that's drugstore, and drugstore's getting expensive. But it's cute. But that's why I hype up the indie brands so much. Like I said, you know, I got 2 full, gorgeous lipsticks. Look at these colors. Look at them. Stenosia. Those are great on almost any skin tone. They come out beautiful on my lips. I love them. I got 2 gorgeous cream blushes. Look at these. This one is Nutmeg. I wear this often. Look at that color. Isn't that pretty? And it comes out so nice. So nice. Look at that. That's so pretty. Stop. And then here is Mary. Mary's a little pinky cranberry color. Look at that. Now check out this color when you mix it out. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's just a hint of pink. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning color. You know, it's not too much. And these will last forever. And I got this beautiful palette. All 5 of these items for $35. One little item for $10. Come on. Where's the money better spent? That's what I'm talking about. Choose where you're going to spend your coin at. And I just love the indie brands because you get a lot of times you get so much better value for your money. And the independently owned brands are not owned by L'Oreal. They're not owned by the big makeup companies that are shoving shit down your throat like crazy. Like right now, what is it with all this blush and gloss and duo? It's a multi-purpose. You can use it on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips. Do you know if you use something on your eyes and then on your lips and then back on your eyes, you're going to put bacteria on your eyes? Come on now. You're going to get bacteria in your eyes if you use, you can't have all these multi-purpose things. And it just doesn't work that way. And then it says one of them was a foundation and a bronzer and a blush in one color, or do I have to buy 3 different things for the product to be the blush, the bronzer, and the foundation? Because one product is not going to be all 3 things. Now, if you get it in too dark of a color, I can see it being a bronzer. But that doesn't make it a multi-purpose thing. You can multi-purpose all your makeup for that matter. You don't have to, I could use this on my lips if I wanted to, you know? I could, come on now. The way the makeup industry is today, it is insane. And the prices, outrageous. Has anybody put Charlotte Tilbury in check? Oh my God, what has she got coming out? She has these lip glosses that look like they are in lip smackers, you know, and she does these, she's got these quads that look like a Wet n Wild, and she wants $70 for something this big, that with this kind of packaging. And it's just like, you got me out your goddamn mind. I am not spending $70 on a quad. No. I don't know where I got off on this rant from, but makeup drives me nuts because I love it so much, and the industry can be so crazy. But that's why I love my independently owned and operated makeup distributors. And I wouldn't have learned of them if it wasn't for YouTube and watching the influencers and going to the micro influencers who aren't, bought and sold by the big industry makeup creators. They're honest. They're honest with their reviews. They're honest with their makeup content, and they love color as much as I do. So I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. All I've got left to do is put on a little mascara, and I'm going in with Maybelline's Falsies Surreal. This is a really good one for $10. I switched out from my Lash Princess from Essence, mostly because this was in the store and I needed it, so I grabbed it. But this is a good one, and a lot of the ones in the store are not good, and I'll tell you, they're not good. But it lasts. It's hard to take off. That's the only problem. But it does not flake under your eyes. It does not smear, and it just works. Now, I'm told, or I've heard, that the Falsies Surreal Waterproof doesn't work as good. Well, I'm here to tell you, this one might as well be waterproof because it works wonderful. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and get some other work done around my house today. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you're still here, thank you so much for joining me. It means so much that you're here. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad you were able to enjoy a full video without a commercial because I am not monetized. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, please. I know a lot of people see the video and they don't like and subscribe, and it would help my channel so much if you subscribed. I would really appreciate it. I'm not sure where I'm going to go in the makeup industry, but I am getting started on YouTube, and that's what I'm doing. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this beautiful eye look from Smiley Shani. I will try to figure out how to link her channel down below. And yeah, have a great afternoon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.